right, fastest 15 minutes on the internet, fastest 15 minutes in social media, and my name is Judson Powell. All right, let's get in. This is gonna be like a little rant about everything that I've been seeing out there. Just like since I've been like on this whole kick about health and wellness and everything like that, but which is a good thing for everybody. I mean, not just for me, but it's a good thing for everybody. But I guess what really kind of disturbs me right now is the blatant and all-out disrespect and division that some groups have against other groups, and things like that. Because that's the thing that we have to avoid. We have to find a common ground, a common place that, because the colonizers and the oppressors, they have common ground. Even, and y'all know they do, because even to the point that they will vote and they will do things that are against their own best interest. And they do it because they would rather sacrifice themselves and their ideologies for that of the groups, because they want a particular group to stay in power. So I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So we have to do the same thing. And so I've been online, and I've been on TikTok and I've been on Instagram, and what I have found is that we are fractioned so down into little fractions of groups and all of this stuff that it's almost impossible. And I'm not going to say it's impossible, because everything is possible, but it's impossible under the current situation that we have and what we consider the situations that we have put ourselves in. Okay, now with that being said, so like I ran into, and I always hear about these people. I didn't know that they actually existed, because no one ever came across me like that. So this girl came across me, and it just seemed like, and I could tell. I mean, because not only am I an empath and all that kind of stuff, I could just, I could like feel her energy. And her energy I was like, why are you angry and bitter? What are you angry and bitter about? And whatever you're angry and bitter about is keeping you from getting yours. It ain't keeping me from getting mine. You can say whatever you want, because I'm going to get mine. And that's what I keep trying to tell everybody and teach everybody, that this whole thing is about self-examination. And if you blame everybody on the outside for whatever your problems are, then you're never going to solve your problems. You're never, and I can say never, and they always say never, but if you keep on looking at yourself with a pessimistic, negative attitude and negative, pessimistic attitude towards everyone and everything, or you try to blame everyone and everything for your downfalls or for the racist downfalls or whatever it is, then you are not on the right path. You're not on the right path. And what, as a Baba, all I'm supposed to do, right, is set you on your path. Okay? And that's all I got, and she came across, my page. And the thing is, I have like this, I'm only duetting people. Even a guy attacked me for duetting people. It's like, oh, I look on there, you say you're black and you're proud, but I noticed that you're duetting people. Yeah, I'm duetting people because in my position as being the CEO, of a network, I'm trying to find new talent. I'm trying to find people that I think that people will like, and I'm trying to find messages that people would want to hear. You understand? That's why I put my son on the network. My son is the host of the music video show. Why? Because he likes music videos and blah, 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 blah. But the main thing is that he understands the assignment. And it's not about me getting famous or anything like that. That's not the point. I would rather that these other people that I'm going out trying to look for, I'd rather that they become stars, and on a network that we own, be able to produce programs that we like, be able to produce programs that don't show us in a negative light or do not quote statistics that I find to be like really ridiculously racist on the face of them. You don't even got to go deep into it. You ain't got to go down the rabbit hole, but you will see. Just like I know, like people talk about all the black men. Okay, I'm in a fraternity, right? Omega. Okay, I'm an Omega, right? Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. All right, shout out to the bros. All right, I know for a fact. You can count up every bad brother or brother who's made a mistake or done every da. Okay, I'll give you 100 people like that, right? But we have to cross through the burning sands. We have had at least 200,000 people, or if not more. And I can get the exact number. I can figure it out. But what I'm trying to say is that's 200,000 black men that got good morals, good character, and good all around skills. And it's frowned upon if you are not taking care of your responsibilities in your family. That's and looking out for what the community and the history of the community and doing public service. And then flip side to that, there's at least 3 more fraternities in the Divine Nine, right? At least 3 more fraternities in the Divine Nine that also have tremendous amounts of members, and they stand for moral integrity and all of those type of things. All partisan, ship aside. Of course, yeah, I'm gonna love my boys more, but I'm just saying that they do stuff too. And they're good fathers and they're good husbands and they do things in the community. They're pastors. We got pastors and all these kind of things. And I'm not talking about, and I'm not speaking up for religion, but you got to admit, or I have to admit, that religion does keep people in line and does keep order in the game. So I understand why it's there. That's why I stopped jumping on people about being in religion. Because it's a spiritual awakening. It's nothing to do with me or you. I'm not trying, that's Christianity. I'm supposed to go out and make disciples and all that. I don't do that. I'm a Kemetic priest. That's what I am. I teach what went on in sub-Saharan Africa within the Kemetic spiritual system. And under that, all I'm doing is I'm showing you universal laws. I'm going to show you Mayat. I'm going to show you, a couple of other things, a couple of books that you might want to read and then buy. The difference about this thing is like Christianity is like catch. And I think I might have said this before. Christianity is like, I'm going to catch you and I'm going to hold on to you, right? But that ain't what we do. Our thing is what? Our thing is catch, give you a little info, release. That's it. And that's why I tell people, I was like, look, start off meditating because it's about the self. Know thyself and to thine own self be true. See, the reason why you can't do nothing is because you don't believe in yourself and you don't have love for yourself. You don't have a want and a desire for yourself. You don't even like yourself. Because how could you be, going back to my lady friend, how can you be so angry and bitter with with everything? There was, and she came back, I don't care. She tried to say all black men don't have education. Well, I just told you, I just literally told you about at least 1 million black men, that have all of the standards that you're talking about that we don't have. And people keep talking about it's bull crap. It's a lie. Men don't dislike their children. The system pushed men out of the system. It's a whole big different. That's a whole nother show. That's part of systemic racism. That's one of the bastions of systemic racism. The fact that you don't even own your own kids. Do you see what's going on? Even that stuff with the Dalai Lama. Do you see what's going on with children and all that kind of stuff? They want to protect, they want to get you out the way, and they trying to say that they trying to protect you against drag queens and blah, 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 and all these other, transgenders or whatever, right? They're trying to say that that's what they're trying to do. They're lying. And they're hypocritical. They're liars and they're hypocrites. They ain't doing nothing. They ain't doing nothing but trying to get these little kids. That's why you think so many little kids are kidnapped? How do you think that the trafficking and all of that stuff is going on? Money and power are moving that. And why nobody ever goes to jail? None of them Catholic priests went to jail. Anybody with big money that did it didn't go to jail. Even under the stuff, even with Epstein and all of that stuff, they know who was on them lists. They know. And all they did was they killed Epstein and said, we kill him, and then we don't have anybody to corroborate, a corroborating witness to say that, yeah, all this stuff went on. That's what that's about. So now they get rid of the main witness. There's nobody else. And if they don't have any records and anybody that saw anything and nobody else is talking, of course they not talking because they scared they're going to die. You see what I'm trying to say? And these are things these are crimes that were being perpetrated against little children. All of them kids that came up in the Hollywood system, Nickelodeon and Disney and all of those places, they all screwed up in the head. Every single one of them. There's not one of them that came out of that system, that ain't screwed up. And I bet you anything that most of them have been approached by adult white males for sexual encounters. That's true. And y'all, they always try, you're a conspiracy theorist, or you're a racist and all of this kind of stuff. No, the most heinous atrocities in the history of this earth have been committed by Caucasian males. Period. And you can make up whatever, she tried to tell you that's another, it's on Google. You can't believe everything that you see on Google. Go to somebody that actually deals with, that's why I told her, go to the Justice Department, the government Justice Department website, not to say that they're 100% dependable, but at least one thing, you have a number that you can go on, and I started looking at that information even from the time, and I'm not saying I did it because I was, a great person or anything, like it was forced upon us by our professors. They were like, look, go and look at what these statistics are. Look at what they're going to jail for. Look at who does it. What ethnicities are doing these particular crimes. Just like I remember back then, I was shocked. It's like they were like, well, who steals the most, right? And then, this is allegedly, of course. No, it's not allegedly. These are people that were, I would say, they were people that were arrested, and their arrests, were put onto the record. All right. The number one, who do you think, way back in the day when I was in law school, who do you think were the biggest thieves? Wasn't black people as they famously try to put it on television. It wasn't even white people. It wasn't Mexicans. It was Asians. And nobody. There's nobody at the time that literally most of the theft crimes at that particular point were committed by Asians. Go figure. Go figure. So that's all I'm saying. So get it out your head. Get all of the prejudices and the preconceived notions and all of that. Get that junk out of your head. All of this stuff, you got to start it. That's why I've been talking about consciousness. You have to change your consciousness in order to change the situation that we are in here in the United States. We have got to do action things. We've got to take action. We can't keep on talking about the past and what happened to us and what they did to us. And I think at this point, everybody that's woke or everybody that's walking around on 2 feet in the United States of America knows what happened. Now, the question is, What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do now? I don't know, but whatever it is, it better be funky. Fastest 15 minutes is up. Like button, subscribe button, hit all the buttons. Most of all, hit the love button. I love you.